I'm gonna start a DIY project today, and this is our storage attic, and you can see it's dark. It's a mess. It's kind of cold, and we're gonna start transforming this today. And the first thing I gotta do is I gotta get some lights in here. So I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be phase one. That's gonna be today's video. But this is kind of what we want to do. I printed this off the internet. You can see I've got basically the same thing here. So I'm gonna build these shelves on this side and on that side. So that's my plan. And for some reason the camera just got lighter. So first thing we'll do is get some lights in here, and then we'll build on this. I think we'll put shelves on this side first, and we're gonna go through all this stuff, stacking over here that we can. Some stuff we're gonna get rid of. Then on this side we'll build more shelves. So, and I gotta fix the electric because I'm gonna try to turn the camera around. This might be a disaster. I don't know. Might have to get somebody to help me film. So while I'm doing at least the electrical part. But behind us is the door. Behind me is the door that goes out to the living area. You can see that. So when you come in here, the light switch needs to be over here. It's on the other side. So you have to open the door. I haven't really got a lot of plywood down, and it's kind of, the girls don't like it. So I'm gonna move the switch over. We're gonna put new lighting up in today's video, and then we're gonna start doing some shelving. And then we're gonna do the floor. I'm gonna insulate. I've got good insulation everywhere. I've got like R38 in the ceiling everywhere, except for, get this to turn here. So that's the original, when we built the house. Of course, back then, you know, I had it, the blown insulation. So I had all that put in there where it's settled down. So everywhere else I've gone, even over here on this side, I went with R38, the roll insulation. So I'm gonna put all that over there, get that done, and but that'd be after the shelves. So main thing today is the electric. So I'm gonna get my stuff together, and I'm gonna try to find a ladder. And big problem I see is these collar ties where I'm gonna put the, let's see if I see one, like right here. There's 3 of them. So I'm gonna put the lights on them, and they're kind of running at an angle, which structurally don't really matter. Electrically it might, so I might have to level those boxes. So, all right, I'm gonna go gather my stuff, and I'll show you that when I come back. I gotta find my tools. I think I'm actually gonna leave this light over here because I got a heat pump over here. And that kind of helps when you're working on that a little bit. And, but I do have to move that switch. All right, let me go get my stuff, find me a ladder, find me a film person, a cameraman, and we'll be back up here and get started. All right, the first thing I do is mount light boxes, and it's just a round box I got from Lowe's. And I'll show you how to do one. I'm gonna do the rest. I'm gonna put 4. So I'm gonna put 1 here, 2 on the next one, and 1 on the next one. And I think I'm gonna center it up with that door that's kind of behind you. Basically be the center of the ridge pole. So I'm gonna get up there. I'm gonna show you how we do one. I might do these a little different than you would in a house. In a house, they have a little lip, a 1/2-inch lip, and you go up to it and you nail it. Because these are running at an angle, I'm gonna nail one side and use my torpedo level to level it. Because if you don't, you have your lights shining all in this direction because they slope this way. So, all right, I'm gonna climb up on that ladder and get the first one, and I'll do the rest of them, and I'll come back and show you how we do the rough end wiring. Basic go here. Like I said, if you was doing this in your house, you wouldn't have to level it. So. All right, you see how easy that was. So I'm gonna get the rest of them and I'll come back and I'll show you how we do our rough end wiring. So the reason I had to put those round boxes up is because this is a product we're gonna be using. We got these at Lowe's. It's on a 9-inch LED flush mount light, and pretty cheap. Well, cheap is relative today, so I think they were like 11 bucks, but you see they kind of mount to the box right here, and then we'll wire them in and all that good stuff. Oh, I see, I kind of like that. So you have the little ring that you mount first, and this just slides up in there. All right, so I'm gonna do my rough wiring, and gonna have them screws. I'm gonna get that set up, and I won't be able to actually hook them in right now because our son's working from home, and I think his circuit goes to his bedroom, so I can't cut the light off to the wire unless I do it hot. I guess, well, I don't want to do that. All right, let me get my wire set up, and we'll do some rough wiring. I got me some 12-2 Romex strung across his collar ties, and I'll go ahead and start doing my rough wiring. And I'm gonna start here, and I've got 4 lights, so I'm just gonna go zigzag, and that last one will go to the switch, and or go to the other light, I guess, and then I'm gonna put a new switch over there. So, but it's pretty easy, and I can't find my staples, wire staples. I've got like 100 packs of them somewhere, and I can't find them. So I'm gonna, yeah, I either go buy some new, and I'll come back and staple in a minute. So, but it's pretty easy. It just sticks in the box. Hold my mouth right. So now I like to stick about, what is that, 8 inches out, and we'll strip that, and we'll come back. So this has to be nailed over here. I wish I had the staples. It'd be easier to do it now. Let me see if I can go find some. I'll be right back. You just want that snug. You don't want to cut into the insulation. And I'm thinking while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and strip this out and put the light in so I don't have to come back. So they make strippers that strip this Romex, but I couldn't find mine, so I'm just using my knife. And all right. Usually what I do is all the rough end, and then we'll come back and do the lights. But I mean, I'm here, and we're going to go ahead and do it, shouldn't I? All right.
I think so.
Let me get a light one.
I'll reach it to you. Hang on.
I did this one, and we were supposed to thought we were recording. We weren't, so now we're back to the third one. And basically what I'm doing, I jumped from that one to this one, and I got one wire going in, one wire coming out here. Over here, got one wire coming in, one wire going out. And kind of what I do to make it a little easier when I put these light fixtures together, it's called a pigtail. So I'll cut these the same length. And I have a little spare little wire that I've cut off of an end. I just cut it and strip it. And then I'll tie these wires together. And I like to go this way. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Let me see if I can zoom in.
Let me do this one like this.
Okay. Got me zoom in.
So I just put them all together. Twist it together till I feel like it's really good. Then I check it, it's good. I push this up in here in the box. And I have one wire hanging out that I hooked to my light. So I'm gonna do this other side. So pull them up. I cut them all the same. Strip them. Take my spare wire, strip it. Take my wire nut. Now these wire nuts are different color for a reason. This is a red, you know, so I used the yellow one on that other. Well, you didn't see that part. I dropped my orange one and couldn't find it, so we used a yellow one. So the red is the number of wires roughly and the size of wire you can put in. Like if I'm going over 2, I use a red. Like if I'm doing 3 or 4 or 5 even, I guess, I use a red. If I'm using like 2 or a real small wire and number 12, I use a yellow. And then those orange ones are too small, for 2 small wires too. So I like these a little better. They got the little wings on them. They're just easier for me to tighten up than that orange one I used on the light. And you can tell when you got all these wires gripped together because they all start to twist. See how they all twisted? That's why I say you don't necessarily, some people twist them all with a pair of side cutters, and you know, you can do that, I guess. I mean, I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying I don't know that you need to do all that. All right, so I got 2 little wires coming out for my light, and we're gonna put that in now. My little ring. Now, if you're using something like this this is all plastic, so if you're using a device like this, make sure you don't over tighten because it will bust this thing, and I know from experience. You just want to snug it. That's snug. All right, now we'll get these wires ready. And I'm going to use the wire nuts that came with it. These old orange ones I don't much like. But you can see right here, if this thing don't weigh nothing. So, but if you had a heavier light fixture, it might be a little pay you to put the pigtail. I know it's an extra step, kind of, but. And see, that one didn't take, so. Now that one took. So make sure you check that, even if, no matter how you do it, even if you twist it, whatever. All right. These are really pretty easy to do. All right, right, there's 3. Got one more to do, right behind you, or right in front of me, and then we'll tie it all together, and we'll flip it on and see how it looks. It's a little bit later on. Funny story. We didn't even have to wait for him to get through working because it was on the panel out in the garage. This circuit was. I don't know who wired this house anyway. All right, we're gonna do the big reveal. You can kind of see how dark it is now. Here we go.
Well, you
3.
could see before too with that one little light that we had when you was working.
Yeah, it was probably a poor video, and so now we'll see how this does. You ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, here we go. Oh, wow.
Wow. This is wonderful.
So I was afraid this wasn't going to be enough light, but it worked out really good.
Yeah, it looks great. You can see all the way over everywhere.
But I've still got some, I ran out of staples, so I got to get some staples. I got 2 more staples there.
Over there at the
I got
panel.
to do a staple over there. We're going to clean all this mess out.
Mm-hmm. Fix the
Some
floor.
nice shelves, a floor.
Yes.
This right here floor is just sitting pieces of plywood I left over from something I throwed out here, and it freaks her out.
It's scary.
It don't bother me that much. But.
He ain't up here like I am.
So I've left that light up there. I did move the light switch over.
I'll show the light. There's the old light, the only light that we did have.
Yeah, and the light switch was over here behind the door.
Yes.
I don't know who did that. So I did move it over here, and I got to staple that. So.
There's the light switch. He moved it over so we can just reach in when we come in and flip it on or off.
This is phase 1. Phase 2, we'll build the shelves, right?
Yes.
And then we're going to do this side, get what we can. Some of this stuff is getting thrown away.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put down the floor. We're going to do this side, shelves on this side. And then
So this will be open in the middle. We just have to pull stuff
just
out.
a walkway. And then we're going to, I think I am going to insulate that over there. So I might not show that. It'd be phase, what? We're on phase 1, so 2, 3, 4, phase 4, or 5, because we got to do the floor.
Well, you probably have to insulate, won't you, before you put the floor down?
Well, I will here, but I'm talking about over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there won't be no floor over there.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, this is phase 1 complete. I need a little ching check. All right, appreciate you watching. If you have any questions, hope you learned a little something. These lights are they're LED lights, so I was personally afraid it wasn't going to be enough. And man, it's fantastic. All right, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, support your local farmer. Even though we're not farming today, still kind of like a do-it-yourself homestead thing. You know how it is. We're all so poor we have to do it all ourselves anyway. So, all right, we'll see you tomorrow in the next video down here on the farm.